Ijob on the Morning Bliss.
Welcome back. Now, the fight against youth unemployment continues, but there are also success stories worth celebrating. The Youth Employment Service, also known as YES, has just hosted its final conference for the EYWA Project, which has trained hundreds of young people and created pathways into employment and entrepreneurship. Joining us now is Joaquin Valverde Villa, Managing Director of the Spanish Chamber of Commerce in South Africa. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Bliss.
Good morning to you. Thank you very much for your welcome.
Yeah, explain to us, please, about this project and what it set out to achieve.
Yes, no, thank you very much. You were talking about hundreds of of Jews that are being part of this project. To be more precise, we try to aim to reach 600 of them. So the objective for this program is obviously to improve economic empowerment and financial inclusion of youth, particularly women from disadvantaged areas here in Gauteng. Uh, ultimately contributing to mitigate the problem of youth and female unemployment that is affecting South Africa and in particular the Gauteng region. So the idea is to improve this employability of the young people. The problem is people without experience can't access the job market, and to access the job market, you need experience. We also need to give these young people and women specifically the possibility to make a living with their own businesses, and ultimately to empower also civil society organizations in the process. This program, we have 3 groups of action, and then I'll let you continue. The first group of action was entrepreneurship training. That was done for women, for 150 women, in partnership with the Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The second group was training to become self-employed, which is in the last mile delivery services with the motorbikes, the 6060s and the Woolies Dash and the likes. Sorry for mentioning brands. And the third one is dual vocation educational training. So it's training and getting work experience at the same time.
And this project, how far has it casted the net? Is it just Gauteng based, or does it extend beyond Gauteng?
Well, this particular project is being specifically targeted at Gauteng, specifically to the main townships, Alexandra and Soweto.
All right. And will it then expand to other areas?
Well, that's a question you're going to ask. You're going to have to ask our colleagues at the European Union, who are the co-founders of this project. So the project is expanded for 2 years. So we are just sort of reaching the end of it. In the last 6 months, specifically the women entrepreneur and the last mile delivery riders, they've been receiving sub grants as well as part of this project, because it's not enough to give the skills, especially for entrepreneurs, but we also need to give them a little bit of financial support to get their businesses started. So we finished that at the end of March, essentially.
All right. That sounds pretty exciting. I can almost sense the sense of achievement from these women. There's strong focus on women's participation and economic inclusion, and we've seen
Yes.
there's a huge drive towards that. So what happens then once they've been upskilled, and what's the next part for them?
Well, as I said, the first section of the program was to give them those skills, and the second section was to give them the sub grants. Now, obviously, at the end of this project, now there are some policy papers that have been written, which I think are important, because we, as Spanish, we have some experience in youth unemployment. And we believe these policy papers can help government in develop strategies and programs that can be actually more successful than what has been done up until now. So what is next is to finish these policy papers so that can be published and shared with government. And then, well, we need to measure the success of this program. I think that's the most critical thing. It's not enough to just throw money at it, give them training and hope for the best. We have some KPIs that need to be achieved. That is really, really critical.
And have you exceeded any of those KPIs?
Well, let me just give you some numbers. Out of the 600 beneficiaries that have been reached, at least 50% were supposed to be women, and we got into 70% almost. And that's also due to the maybe more interest coming from women. More women have registered for the program, and we're quite excited about that. Then we needed to also reach some civil society organizations, at least 15 of them. I think we've exceeded that by 300%. Out of these 600 beneficiaries, 400 were supposed to be trained in entrepreneurship, logistics, solar panel installation, and all culinary skills. And we've also reached those targets. Then we had some shadowing, because it's not enough to just be given the opportunity to start your business. You need mentoring. So we successfully mentored these young women so that they could actually get their businesses off the ground more successfully. And then ultimately, the idea is that 150 of these youth and women need to have new jobs, and new jobs in a broad sense, including entrepreneurship, self-employed, and actually the normal jobs into the job market. So yeah, I think if we can reach at least those 150, then we know the program is being successful.
Absolutely. And I mean, strengthening youth empowerment as well, and with the experience that comes with being part of this program. Is there a call to apply for the next one?
Well, at this stage, we don't know. To be honest, we need to finalize all the papers and all the reports. Working with the European Union come with these challenges and a lot of paperwork, and I like that because it's just not enough to just give money, like in the old sense of just giving aid. I think we need money with impact. And I like the fact that the European Union is not just giving us the money, but is really ensuring that the money is utilized properly, that the impact is there, and that at the end of the day, the impact is in seeing these young people, and in particular the women, accessing the job market and creating businesses, and where we have several success stories that attest to it, that the program has been successful.
Well, we love it. Transforming initiative here aiming at tackling youth and women unemployment. And thank you very much. We really appreciate you getting up so early to have this conversation with us.
It's always a pleasure.
And there we go. It's
And
Joaquin
thank you for giving
Valverde.
us this. I just wanted to thank you for giving us the platform, because at the end of the day, youth unemployment is a problem that affects all of us. So we need to all work together, private, public sector, media, European Union, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much for this opportunity to amplify what we do and hopefully do it bigger and better when the project is finished.
Thank you very much. And I'm sure lots of us listening who are still young and women want to apply. So thank you, Joaquin. Really great having you on the show.